Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making Andalusian chicken for you, and I came up with this recipe after having something at a restaurant that was an orange wasabi glazed duck, and I decided I wanted to kind of recreate those flavors at home, so I went ahead and made up this recipe. To start out with, I'm just going to go ahead and brown some chicken breasts. These are actually chicken breast tenders. You can use tenders, you can use chicken breasts, you can use boneless, skinless chicken thighs too if you'd like. Any of the above is good. And the chicken thighs actually make it taste a little bit more like the duck. But I have a picky eater who will not eat dark meat chicken, so won't eat dark meat poultry at all. So I am making this with chicken breast tenders. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put those in there and get those started. And I'm going to season my chicken with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Always makes everything taste better. And then I'm just going to let those brown. I normally cook this with some julienne red bell pepper strips. I don't actually have any today, but the recipe does call for them, but I just don't happen to have any today. So I'm going to get those browned. And while those are browning, I'm going to go ahead and talk about my sauce. This really is a very easy recipe. Pretty quick, pretty simple, especially when you use the chicken breast tenders, because they don't take very long to cook at all. My sauce, I have used the Philadelphia cooking cream, the savory garlic, as my base. And I absolutely love this stuff. I could sit here and eat it with a spoon. And to that, I have added some ground ginger, some orange marmalade, some soy sauce, and some wasabi paste. Now, I found the wasabi paste. You can also get wasabi powder in the Asian section in my grocery store. And wasabi paste is something that you do need to be careful with when using. It is hot, it's spicy, it's kind of a horseradish, and I tend to like things spicy, so I added about 1.5 teaspoons to this recipe, but you should probably start out using much less and adjust it to your family's taste. I don't like putting too tastes on recipes, but with wasabi you definitely need to do it to your taste, because it can be very hot, and it can vary from the tube of paste to the powder, and from each tube of paste, just because they're using, a different plant in it, and each plant has its own heat in it, kind of like jalapenos. So I've got my chicken breast tenders browning, and when they're almost done, I'm going to go ahead and pour my sauce over them, and then I'm just going to let that heat through, and that's it. And it'll be done. And you can serve these over top of noodles if you want, or over top of rice, or just plain with the sauce. When I make it with the bell peppers, I put the bell peppers in about 2 minutes before I'm going to add the sauce, because I like my bell peppers to be nice and crisp tender. I don't like them to be mushy. And if you cook bell peppers too long, pretty much the pepper part disappears and all you're left with is a little bit of the skin. So I'm going to go ahead and let these finish. And like I said, the chicken breast tenders cook up super quick. I'm going to go ahead and add my sauce. And that orange marmalade gives it a little bit of sweetness, and it has those bits of orange peel in it, so you get a good orangey flavor. And there we go. And the wasabi is nice and spicy. Just going to let those simmer till they're completely done. And then I'll come back and I'll plate it up for you, and I'm going to have some for lunch. Another thing to note about the wasabi is that the longer you let the sauce simmer, the more concentrated the wasabi flavor is going to be. So my recommendation is start out with a little and add more if you think it's necessary after you've added the sauce and let it cook for a few minutes. Okay, I am back, and I have finished letting it simmer for just a couple of minutes, and the sauce is all heated through. And the only thing left to do with this is to plate it up and serve it and enjoy it. And one of the things you can do for a quick decoration is you've got the beautiful red peppers that are in there normally, and then you can, to play up the orange flavor of it, you can just cut some slices of oranges or some wedges of orange and serve it with those, and it would be absolutely fantastic and pretty. And I hope you enjoy this sweet and savory recipe just as much as I do.